I'm John Milbury. I had to go into L.A. today, downtown LA, from Linwood. I call it Lauriewood. I call it worse than that. But they don't have a print shop here. They got a print shop that does not produce anything worthwhile to show up your imagery, so I had to go into downtown LA. Now I'm going to give you a little, this is low def and you can't read this, and maybe somebody with high-tech toys can insert from my Melton's Eyes of the Heart DVDs worldwide. You can insert the good stuff for this. I don't have the, I can't get an external hard drive at Radio Shack anymore. Don't have access to a Walmart here in Linwood, so we're going to have to do it this way. And yeah, this is a stone cold class. Went up yesterday, gets the washed out looking. One page of my wounds to know that you can't use the Linwood print shop. I had to go in today, and I got to the Green Line station there this morning. As I'm waiting, this is a Stone Cold Melton's Disciples kind of class. Yeah, I saw two police SUVs, two of them. That's odd. Going right past the platform. And yeah, on my way up there, to the platform, and to the Green Line platform, and then to downtown LA, I must have heard from the streets. Bin Laden, Osama, in reaction, I guess, to my crucifixion image in here somewhere. Must have heard that about 10 times. So take that for what you might take it as. This is a cadets, a disciple, kind of street stuff. I always tell you where the fiction is, where the street unseen business stuff is. Anyway, after waiting, we finally got the train there and took the Green Line to the Blue Line, Willowbrook, and took the Willowbrook Blue Line all the way in to get on the red or the purple, whichever it was, to go out to Alvarado. And yeah, just before I got off the train at Alvarado, they announced that the elevators are out at Alvarado. The S-Class hits our Chinese Misfits. Part of the parade of the day, as you can already tell, could just be two police SUVs passing, who knows. It's Stone Cold fiction. You know I like to have a little fun with it. Check out that Foot Pursuit into Hell from of impersonators with among that type of person, that type of people, from a few days ago. Could have just been a coincidence, but we've already got today the cops in the parade, and yeah, that'd be the Chinese Misfits starting up with the elevator riders. Don't go out Stone Cold. Whatever you need to do, don't go out. You're going to find elevators out left and right. Yes, Stone Cold's class here. Someone jiggling keys out there. Hurry up! Don't waste time. And say like the parable. But yeah. Went, rolled down several blocks to get the printout, and we had a repeat of a Chinese stage event. A man who looked me in the eye, back at Burlington Convalescent Hospital, where I stayed for a year and a half, did not get one World Trade Center Flight 93 check call, one comment about my imagery, one anything by the phone, mail, or internet. They're there. Went to the print shop right by there. We've been printing out for a year and a half, before that even. And the guy there from last year, I think, looked me in the eye, made sure I knew it was obvious. He's from, I got the impression he's from China. You can never tell. The streets, the unseen business go all over the world. One person can be from any part of the globe, any part of whatever, but he was very obvious, and I just got the impression from the Oriental Misfit Streets, and looked me in the eye and downsized, meaning these things here, 4.75 inch. That's what I form on the Word dial. And I checked as I do because of that, and yeah, they were again downsized, like the man taunting in person. And yes, I do get the wires, if that means anything to you. That particular section of the streets are incredibly enormous, and you go where the numbers are of the Chinese, billion folks just in China, and that's not even the census, guys. Look how many folks you got being one person on the streets, you know. You got lots of folks. I get that. They keep me updated of my little downsizer, and we had a new sets joined them today after taking that long trip into downtown LA. The elevator outage, had to make my way up the escalator. Yeah, I can stand long enough to shave, shower, right up the escalator precariously with the wheelchair because of Misfit Chinese volunteering for mega pain, hang high kind of pain. Stadium experience kind of pain. And yeah, I went to print, and same guy but different guy. This is Stone Cold. No, it's Disciples of the Street, the unseen business. Disciples of Truth. That's what you see when you pick up that phone from all those military bases called 424-229-4140. Can't reach me, and no, not one in over 7 years. Make that video of your call from the military base. This is the truth part in this mean street fiction, this commentary, this ride along for Stone Cold, this 14th of April 2016. We had another set, mega set, of folks from the Chinese or the Oriental streets, the Chinese, whoever, volunteering by doing that yet again. And of course, now I check, so I got it printed out yet again. Hopefully, all of them are the right size, usable now. And they appear to be. But yeah, I rode across there to get my burger, McDonald's, and couldn't go back to Alvarado because yeah, the elevator's not working. All I can make do, but took the bus, which well, you know, we're right there. I took it into downtown LA, and yeah, as I forgot. The only 7th Metro, it's got that one place you can only go downstairs. You know, they didn't even have an escalator. That's what I usually use, you know, back before I ended up 2014, Sins of Mankind wins, put me in the wheelchair. That's what I always used before then, so I went there. And yeah, they got a 2 blocks over, a block over. They got the other 7th Metro. I didn't remember that till I started rolling to Pershing. And yeah, as I crossed the street, there were a whole bunch of college girls. That's what they looked like. And one said to the other, upon seeing the handsome bald guy with his imagery, quite visible, said to the other, that means there's some military balls hanging. And I said, yes, that's true. She wasn't talking to me, but I had to. I said, yes, that is true. Big one. It not only goes along with the Linwood Glory mistake of the streets, the unseen business, me being there instead of, well, Lancaster or anywhere. That's not Lori Wood. Just obvious as hell. Over the top as hell. Lori. Personal knife in the back of the Christ complex for decades now. Holding everyone back. And I said, yes, that's true. Now, some military balls, sorry to tell you guys. I always tell you. When I tell you to make those very real. World Trade Center Flight 936, I tell you to be a part of building a Christ complex. Get that truth out. Tell your friends, tell your family, call in front of the mayor, the governor, reporters, network news anchors, anyone else you can think of. When I tell you that, I always tell you, come see me in person, be a part of building. You're going to find a lot of folks in those circles, Chinese circles, cop circles, military circles. Dick on the keys again. You're going to find a lot of them hanging that stadium experience style today. It's Stone Cold's Mean Street Fiction. And you're going to find them in your circles, bullshit about the one and only with that simple statement. Every single parable. Well, just about every single parable. When you see someone other than me, I'm changing eyes right here. It's Christ Complex Big Eye. See someone other than me, I'm changing eyes there. We're building Jesus' house, Christ Complex. Immense opportunity for all levels of the streets, all areas of the streets worldwide. Be a part of that. And yeah, you got all those examples from all those things I just talked about. Be a part of building, guys. Come see the one and only. And I also told as I crossed the street there, it's immense opportunity. Be a part of that. I hope those attractive young ladies are getting that truth out on the campuses. Because it's easy to recognize one and only. Yeah, it's not just the handsome countenance, not just the handsome dome. It's the imagery and all that, and very recognizable. And that's what I get constantly, guys. It's just the immense waves and waves of amateurs of the streets in the way that intimidates anyone on the streets looking to be a part. Let this mega examples from the Military Pitbull Project, MELTON Icebreaker Parade today, let you know. So it's worth that other attempt. You've been introduced by anyone at all, to a scrawny little Stone Cold impersonator, been bullshitted in one way or another. It's time to walk through again. It's worth that second attempt, worth the 100th attempt, because of the immense opportunity this is. Simple concept. You see someone other than me, my changing eyes. We started building, send the young ladies, the girls from campuses across America, across the world. And yeah, send them in waves and waves. To negate the, this is my street class here. To negate the Seinfeld's New Street Girlfriend effect. Some of you might know what I'm talking about, others explain it to them. But yeah, waves and waves until you see Christ Complex being built by attractive blonde and near blonde girls and yours truly on this test. Waves and waves. Because you know the Chinese misfits, making a business out of everything, including their Semper Fi stadium experience of stadium experience examples. They're going to say, okay, let's get 3 or 4, and we can get these sets applying this one, these sets applying this one, these sets applying this one, and they'll bullshit you. Same through any other circles. Simple concept. Walk through today. Take a picture of me. Put me right here. Any of those young ladies there, those girls crossing the street could have done that. Break the ice. Test the water. Be in the building of Jesus' house. That immense opportunity that a lot on the streets can recognize. One and only, it's opportunity. We just need to walk through what we've seen all our lives. Amateurs of the streets around us bullshitting us. Scamming and scheming us. Do that. Let's get started.